Okay, let's check it out. So immediately you can see that there's some issues with the driveway sinking. It looks like there's a lot of washout, a lot of water got underneath this concrete somehow, and it's eroding the base, so like the foundation of the concrete. And you can see this part of the slab, it just cracked because it's just being held up, suspended in the air. And you can see it's cracked right here and it's cracked right here. So eventually the rest of those pieces, once they fully crack, they're going to sink as well. Not a good sign. I'm not really sure what causes that, but it is something to point out. The tree looks a little overgrown, and landscaping isn't that pretty. And you see signs of moss on the ground, so a lot of standing water has been here in the past. It's not a good sign either. Fresh paint, so they recently did some renovations. The house itself is quite basic. This is a starter home for sure. It's on the economy side of build quality. I like the other home better, the one that I sent you previously, or that I toured previously. You can just tell the quality of the home was much higher. The build here kind of sucks. If you see, this wall bows. It bows like in and out. That's just terrible framing. You can see it at the base of the baseboards. There was some issue here, or maybe they started painting the ceiling for whatever reason and just kind of stopped halfway through. You can see the sheen is different. The good old landlord special. Living room has low ceilings. Kitchen's nice and big. Countertop material is very basic. It's the fiberglass Formica stuff. A basic dishwasher, basic electric stove, and basic microwave. It's very big though. I guess there's potential here if you renovate everything. Not turnkey, obviously. Pantry slash laundry closet is quite big. But if it were me personally, I like to see those things separated. Fireplace, builder grade tiles. It's a wood burning fireplace. This is the master over here. Size is quite big. But there's no closet, so I'm assuming the closet's in the bathroom. Yeah. Nothing remarkable here. The sinks are missing the tops of it, here and here. Not a big deal, just something to point out. Half-assed job on the paint. Didn't take the doorknobs out and just kind of painted over everything. The shower looks like it's been redone, but it's nothing amazing either, I would say. And the master closet's pretty big. But a lot of this center space right here can't be used. They should have put like a middle shelf or something here, or like storage here to maximize that space, because this is all wasted space right here. The house smells like oil-based paint, maybe? Like cheap paint. Cheap paint has a very distinct smell. A lot of VLCs. More shoddy painting. Half bath. So, this is also kind of unnecessarily huge. I can see why this house is 3,000 square feet now. All the rooms feel oversized, but nothing feels optimized. It doesn't feel like they're using the space as efficiently as they could. The stair treading has really cheap looking bull nosing, or whatever you call these. Feels like I'm in a commercial office building or something. Okay, game room upstairs. Super low ceilings. This is 8 feet ceilings. Cheap laminate flooring. You got 3 windows in the back. Second bedroom. Yeah, everything is big. It's like they took all the dimensions of this house and just added 100 square feet to everything. I wouldn't say it's a good use of space though. It's just big, if that makes sense. All this is original. It's kind of dirty. See all this. So they painted some of these doors, but I guess they got lazy and didn't do the upstairs. If you notice right here, there's water damage on the laminate. You can see it better in this angle. See that, where the edge swells up because of moisture accumulation? Bedroom number 3. Yeah, definitely didn't paint up here. Closets, also, it's quite big. Common theme. The builder was too cheap to put in ceiling fans, so you get the most basic lights in these bedrooms. You have more flooring damage here. You can see where the water has gotten into the edges of the laminate, because laminate's really just particle board. It's just wood particle board with like a wood print on top. So if you get water inside it past the wood print, it just soaks up into the particle board and it swells like that. Like cheap Wayfair furniture, you know, like a bookshelf from Wayfair or something. You get it wet, it gets soggy. Same concept here. Yeah, it's a big house, but it's a basic house. It's big for the sake of being big, but you don't gain additional functionality. There's also a floor mismatch, so it's a nice warm brown upstairs, and downstairs is this gray, but it's also water damaged. You can see here, you can see at the edges here, coat closet on the right. They didn't paint this door. And the backyard faces an apartment complex. It's nice and square. The chimney is starting to fall apart. Well, not fall apart, it just needs a new coat of paint. You need to keep that thing sealed up, or else moisture and erosion will get to it and it'll deteriorate it. You got a nice covered patio here. I'm looking at the bricks for any cracks or any signs of foundation problems. I don't see any. And I didn't really feel any foundation problems when I was inside either. So far that's okay. Some replaced pickets here. So this fence, I mean, if you look at that, you look at all of this right here, this fence is on its way out. And instead of replacing it, they just did some spot repairs. There, then there. But that seems to be older because it's starting to weather. The fence is leaning right here. It leans that way. And this is a 30 or a 20-year roof. So it's the cheapest of the cheap type of roof that you can get. Yep, like I said, it's a basic house. I would much rather buy the other house that I showed you the other day versus this one. I don't really see the value in this one at 400,000. If this was like 350,000, maybe it'll speak to me, but at 400,000, nah, not really. The neighborhood itself, it's a little less elegant as well. I think this one, there's a lot more cars on the streets. The streets are much narrower, and your neighbors, generally their lawns are not as well kept. And I noticed a lot of trash on the curbs on the way out, but maybe it's bulk trash day or something. It is trash day. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this, guys, but let me know your thoughts. Yeah, see you soon.